Welcome to the warm-up, everybody. Thanks again for joining us. I'm your host, Neil Beasley, and we are into the playoffs, and this is when it gets real in Texas high school football. So naturally, we need to get you warmed up. Hey fans, your temperature running a little high? Maybe a runny nose? No need to go to the doctor. It's playoff fever. We've got just what the doctor ordered. Postseason football. Let's take a look at some key first-round games in the Louisiana Hot Sauce Hot Zone. One of the best games to start the postseason is Katy Tompkins heading down to Fort Bend to face Ridge Point. Both teams are red hot. This easily could be a third or fourth round caliber game. However, Tompkins started the season off rough, and now here we are. The Falcons got off to a 1-3 start with district losses to Katy, and then upset loss to Cinco Ranch. But since then, Todd McVay has righted the ship, and Tompkins is on a 6-game winning streak heading into the playoffs. It's their offense that's gotten on track as they've scored 40 or more in 5 of those 6 wins. The Falcons are led by dual-threat quarterback Wyatt Young, whose ability to get big gains in the ground game keeps defenses at bay. Over at Ridge Point, the Panthers lost their non-district games to teams who are a combined 19-1 at the moment. Once district play started, Ridge Point has been steamrolling teams. They've won 8 straight and yet another district title. They beat Hightower by a score, but no one has been closer than 4 touchdowns since. The Panthers are led by offensive weapons, Austin Carlisle at quarterback, and receivers Mason Dossett and Ashton Bathel-Roman. Last year, when these two played in the postseason, the game went into overtime, so expect a nail-biter at Hall Stadium. Another potential banger will be taking place a little further south as Pearland visits Dickinson. For an 8-2 team, Pearland has been surprisingly under the radar. But you know what? That's just how head coach B.J. Gott likes it. The Oilers went 6-1 in district play with a stifling defense leading the way behind Ashton Hampton and Jaden Winter. Pearland will run into a notoriously good team when they face the Gators, though. John Snelson got them boys cooking in Gatorland. Started the season with a loss to Atascocita, but now have won 9 straight, and district play hasn't been challenging at all for Dickinson. Gators secondary is top-notch behind Diego Sanchez and Rodney Bimmick. They will go as far as quarterback John Solomon will take them.
The Hot Zone is presented by the original Louisiana brand hot sauce. When you need to bring the heat, make all your game day snacks better with Louisiana hot sauce. Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the TaxAct Texas Bowl. Get your tickets today at taxacttexasbowl.com. Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, Xochitl.
We caught up with Georgia commit Justin Williams of Oak Ridge on the recruiting trail, presented by Xochitl, chips and salsa.
Hi, my name is Justin Williams. I play middle linebacker and I go to Oak Ridge High School. What went into my decision going to Georgia would probably be obviously Joseph. You know, that played a huge part in me going to Georgia. And then my family, they really encouraged me to go. Really just have free roam. And just the coaches, what they value really went most to me. Like the family aspect, church aspect, everything. And all the players just wanted to succeed. That really played a huge part. I wouldn't say I'm loud, but like my teammates be like, oh, you need to shut up sometimes. So I'm definitely that type of player. I get on to you a lot, and I'd say there's some things that I do probably need to shut up about. But I'm I want to succeed. I think the players around me want to succeed, so I'm very that type of person. And then sideline to sideline guy for sure. I love football, honestly. Like, I'm maybe not the smartest football person, but I definitely will go play hard for sure. These are my guys, you know, not just my guys, it's really just my best friends, you know. We've been together for so long, middle school, elementary, and all that, some of the people I'm with. So just the Oak Ridge football team is just, we're brotherhood, honestly, you know. Win, lose, draw, we're always going to come back the next day laughing. Our coaches, the same thing. We grew up with these coaches, so it's just a brotherhood, honestly. Man, it's crazy just thinking about it. I was just a freshman, but I want people to remember me by just who I am, you know, the person that just be the humble, you know, but still like the Justin Williams that was on Friday nights, everybody misses, you know, making tackles and just really just a great guy, honestly. I hope that's what people remember me by, you know.
We can't get our cameras to all the big games, so here's some other games to keep an eye out for in the Hype. Interesting game in 5A Division II to start the playoffs as Richmond Randall will take on Fort Bend Marshall. Randall's in just their second year of UIL football, having one heck of a season. The Lions finished the regular season 9-1 and second place in 10-5A Division II. We got a lot of offense from a freshman this year, but Landon Williams-Calley isn't your ordinary ninth grader. The Phenom has offers from places like Georgia, Alabama, TCU, and many others, and this kid's just 15 years old. Why? Well, because he gobbles up yards like Pac-Man, and because of Landon and a terrific offense, the Lions have scored over 50 points 4 times this year. Meanwhile, at Marshall, the Buffs are 8-2, but when the offense isn't clicking, they can look pretty bad. In Marshall's 2 losses, they have scored a combined 7 points. So it's crucial for them to get out early because one thing we know for sure is that those Randall Lions will score points. This one could get interesting on playoff round 1 Friday night. How about Angleton and Galveston Ball in a big 5A Division I matchup? The Tours blew through their district with ease, but the worry is, was it too easy? Are they prepared for stiffer competition in the postseason? Well, they'll soon find out as the Wildcats have won 3 of 4 going into the postseason. And even though they are the 4th seed coming out of 10-5A Division I, they're not to be taken lightly. Adrian Ewells will need to make plays behind center for Angleton to advance. Ball has arguably the best athlete in Houston with Jonah Williams. He can get you on defense, offense, or special teams. In other words, Jonah is the great equalizer, and if he can make 3 or 4 big plays, the Tours could pull this one off.
Inside High School Sports is brought to you by the TaxAct Texas Bowl. Get your tickets today at TaxActTexasBowl.com. Enjoy the authentic flavors of ancient recipes. So thin, so crisp, so good, Xochitl.
Let's take a look back at who won our defensive title belt. Plus, see who might come home with one this week in the Buzz. Richmond Randall won the title belt last week as they held Huntsville to just 7 points in another huge Lion win. This week, we got our eyes on Fort Bend Hightower as a potential title belt winner. They got a home game against a reeling Katy Jordan team, but if Jordan can put it all together, it will take a huge Hurricane defensive effort to survive and advance. That's going to do it for today's show. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you are all warmed up for this week's Texas high school football.